All right, I think I'm back. All right, I'm Buddy Lindsay. This is the Go Rust channel, and this is an opportunity for me to try to learn Rust and to kind of share the knowledge around. So, with that, we've been working on a Solana series. In the last episode, we got a lottery application planned out, and in this video and probably the next one, maybe two, hopefully just these next two videos, we'll actually get it implemented out and able to test it. So to start out, in the last video, we kind of planned everything that we needed to do. So let's quickly run through that plan and then we will start the implementation. The first thing we have a utility script. I'll check that here in a second. We have a utility script and then we want to modify it so that we can create multiple accounts. We're going to create a bunch of dummy accounts. Let's see, modify the utility script to add regular accounts. So yeah, we want to do regular accounts. I want to be able to do multiple accounts for testing, sending money to the system. This will be, and then we'll just airdrop Sol to it. We're going to create a contract and wire and receiving Sol and output who sent it. So that's just kind of step one is figure out how to send money to an account and our contract say, hey, I got money. What are we going to do with it now? I think that would be we just send it to the account. We'll see. Next is we need to create a I forget what PDA stands for, but basically an account, program derived account, so that the program can access data that we write to it. Then we want to write a function to read data from the account and deserialize it into a data structure. Yeah, so we're just going to read and write data to the PDA. Write a function to clear the data. So then we want to be able to clear the account data. Write a function to serialize the data structure and write it to the account. Yeah, write a function to actually get the sender pub key and save it to the data structure. Yep. Add validation to make sure that their account is no more than 10 users. Okay, yeah, so we only want to do this with 10 users. Write a function that pulls a random user from the list. Write a function that gets the total LAN ports from the escrow account. Write a function that sends 90% of that to the random user. Write a function that sends the... Okay, so we're kind of getting an idea of what needs to happen. So let's look where we are. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is create cargo new clients. Let's see, lottery client. So it's the thing we're gonna admin lottery admin. So cargo new lottery program. There we go. Let's see what we did. I think it was this one. Create. You know what? Let's not do. Let's do some prompt engineering here. Let's go back to my browser here. Let's just start a new one. I want a bash script that creates 10 new Solana. Actually, does this do the data structure stuff that I want? Yeah, project name. There we go. I want to create a bash script that creates 10 new Sol. No, we want 11 new Solana accounts and air drops them 42 Sol. The first of the 11 is the main account. then create just 10 other accounts for usage as test users. Here is some example code from another run at this to start with. I basically want to do what? Sol account. Create accounts. Name. Project name equals some name. And it does the rest. There we go. That should be good enough to just get us started and create everything in the proper location. All right, let's copy this. Sol create account. Then sol create accounts. New sol create to sol. There we go. Okay, sol. All right. Parse the command line, the project name. Okay. Project name is required. Cool. So then we do Solana config dir if we want to do that. Otherwise, use home.config Solana. Okay. Create. So project dir. Project. Okay. Verify the folder does not exist. Okay. If it already exists, then we're exiting. Create. Okay. Well, then we're making it. Okay. So here we're create the main account. So it's going to be the zeroth account. Okay. And then we're doing that. So now sub accounts is going to be the same thing. We're just doing the I for the iterative. Then everything out to dev null. Solana keygen pub key. Okay. Created account. Okay. Let's change. It doesn't really matter. Everything's named sub account, but we don't care. So let's do ls.config Solana. All right. Okay. Sol create accounts, project name, my proj1, chmod plus x sol accounts. Sweet. 10 sub accounts, signature. All right, so we do ls. So let's look in. Okay, yep, my proj1. There we go. So then I think we can do on the command line, what do I run to get a current account balance of one of those? Solana balance. Let's do this one. Whoa. Solana balance. Okay. Let's modify the script we did to add a command in arg. Let's create a new script that is list balances, and let's do this. Takes the project name. Let's see. I think, yeah, this. Actually, let's do 22 in here just for something different. Write that. Come back over here. Then the list balances, right? chmod plus x list balances. List balance it. There we go. Project name equals my proj1. There we go. Got it. All right. So let's do RMRF. .config Solana my proj. All right. Let's do create. Sol create accounts. Proj name. Project name equals lottery1, because we might need to create this multiple times. All right, now let's do list balances. Project name equals lottery1. There we go. Can we modify it so that it shows the pub key and the file name as well? There. That'll make life a little easier. There we go. Copy. There we go. Awesome. All right, except I want to tweak this. List balance. I don't like that. So let's do echo. I know what it is. Let's do that. And balance. Okay. Do that. Balance. No balance. Because I can. I don't think it'll be an issue. So we'll just keep it. All right. And then what I also want to do is P on that. And then I want to do file pub key balance. And then project name equals lottery1. Okay. So then I want to do that. Echo. Got a bug in my hat. I think I got it. Sorry, that was a little weird. All right. Yeah, there we go. That was a nice. That was nice. Okay. And then there we go. That should be good enough. There we go. There. Got a little separate. All right, cool. I think this is good enough. We can create the accounts based on the project name. We can list the accounts created based on the project name. We can get their information, which account it is, what the pub key is, and how much SOL they have in there. So I think we're good to go with the first set of requirements. So let's go back to our README. And let's do this as, I think, that, yeah. Okay. All right, let's do, speaking of SOL, if I send a program, if I send a, actually, let's do a couple of things first. We created some of the files. Let's set up those first. CD SOL lottery program. Okay. So I don't know. Let's do write to chain. Yeah. So cargo.toml. Want to make sure I have some of the right dependencies. Cargo add Solana program. Cargo add Borscht features equals Borscht derive. Yep. Okay. So then we do cargo.toml. Then we also do want to do, is this a lib? Name equals lottery program, because I'm unoriginal. Create type equals cdy lib and the lib. Okay. So vim source, I think it's yeah, source. So move source main to source lib.rs, then source lib.rs. Target name cannot contain hyphen. Oh, okay. Then cargo.toml. Just do that. Cool. All right. Source lib. I want this. There we go. Just to do a couple other things here. I'm just gonna copy all of this. And then, because we need, we need this. We need that, and then we need okay. Need that. Okay. Let's do this for the moment. I want to try to just grab a couple of things out of here. That we might want. Instruction data, so initialize. Yeah, write data, so we don't want that. We'll come back to this, but this is basically a start. Yeah, don't know. Min numbers max. No, don't really care about that at the moment. Okay. Cargo build cannot be built because it requires Rust C 1.79 or sooner, while the currently active Rust C is 1.75 dev. Either upgrade. Okay, Rust C. Rust upgrade. What? Rust up upgrade. Okay. Cannot be built because it requires Rust C 179 or newer. Wow, the Rust C version is rever. What? I have not hit. So this is an interesting thing. Hitting an issue with Rust and Solana program. And let's do. Just see what ChatGPT tells us. So really the first thing, I just want to make sure, I just want to try to run and see if I get through the build process. I don't know that it'll do anything. I just want to build it and see what happens. The next thing is we're going to go over and do the couple of things to have the client application similar. So then we're going to circle back and be like, hey, how do I, if I send money to the program, what happens? So, but first, all right, Rust C version. Let's see. I mean, since Rust here, but the build process is using Rust C blah, it suggests there's a discrepancy between the Rust compiler invoked. Correct. Rust up override in presence of Rust toolchain. Okay. And grep Rust. Rust. Rust up override list. Rust up override list. No overrides. Just do that. Cargo registry. No. Which Rust? Cargo clean. Ah, that might be it. I'll bet you. Cargo build. Some weird artifact was sitting there. All right. Oh, cool. It built it. I don't really care. All right. Lottery client admin. So this should be a cargo build. See, look at that. I was expecting that. Cargo.toml. So let's do cargo add Borscht features equals Borscht derive. Okay, and then cargo add Solana client, Solana SDK. Cool. And let's do an inspection. So yeah, just the newer versions of these. Cool. Let's see. I don't necessarily think there's anything like totally crazy. I mean, this is probably right here good stuff to just copy and paste. Source main. Probably want to go ahead and do this. We'll change stuff later, but I like that stuff. I'll probably pull more from here later, but like this is just a start. Okay, I need to do some work around like grabbing the proper thing. Uh, all right. Ounce equals back count meta new pair.pub key true. There. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Conceivably, this should build. Cargo build. All right, let's go back to where we were. Let's just stop this one. Speaking of Solana development, if I send LAM ports to a program address, will it store that so the program will be able to send those LAM ports to elsewhere? Okay, yeah, that built. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, 29. Print line. Starting admin calls. All right. So this is kind of where we're getting into some of the key. See, in Solana development, sending LAM ports directly to a program's executable address does not allow the program to store or utilize those LAM ports. Solana programs, smart contracts are stateless and cannot own LAM ports. It's kind of what I figured, but I thought I'd ask. LAM ports are tokens in the same way regular accounts do. If you send LAM ports to a program's address, those LAM ports become effectively inaccessible because the program cannot sign a transaction to move them elsewhere. However, Solana provides a mechanism called program-derived addresses, which allows programs to control accounts and manage LAM ports indirectly. Okay. Using a program-derived, deterministic address generation. No private keys exist. Program control. Program can sign on behalf of the PO. Steps to enable a program to Manage LAN ports. Use the pub key. Yeah. Initialize an account owned by the PDA. What? When setting up your program, create an account that is owned by the PDA. Okay, this account can hold LAN ports and data that the program can manage. Transfer the LAN ports to the PDA owned account. Users can send LAN ports to the PDA. So we just need to get the pub key of that account. Okay. Then your program, including okay. User interaction. User sends LAN ports to an account owned by a PDA controlled by your program. The transaction includes instructions for your program to execute. Your program receives the instructions and accesses a PDA-owned account. It performs necessary operation support. Do not send LAN ports to the executable address. Validate all inputs and accounts. Ensure only authorized transfers occur. Be cautious with account ownership and permissions. Yeah, we're not going to be that cautious. All right. We're getting there. So in here, let's think it through. Okay, hold on. Let's look through here. Create a PDA for saving the accounts. Okay, so we need to create 2 PDAs. So based on new findings, create contract. So here, create contract, and then we're gonna do 3, create PDA. Actually, create 2 PDAs. One for saving, create 2 PDAs, and then we'll one for, yeah, one for saving account data, one for saving LAN ports. Okay. So if that's the case, so I think we are done with that. All right. So let's go in. So we're in our lottery program. And then we want to do, we got to open this up. Starting the program. First thing we need to do is get accounts. So we want to do the right to chain contract. Source lib. So here we go. So really the first thing we need to do is this. I think it's going to do yeah. We'll worry about other stuff here in a minute, but for now, okay. So we actually want, you know, vault.key, the PDA account to be created. And then this is the vault bump seed. So the vault key the PDA account to be created. And then later, using the vault data, so I don't know if this is the right way, but this is the way we're going to do it. So we're going to do escrow and then accounts equal accounts. Okay. So that means sort lottery admin source main. Client source main. And then that means down here, we're doing the, whoops, yank. Yeah. So we're finding it based on escrow. And then we want, let's see. Escrow pub key. Accounts pub key. Escrow. This is accounts. Okay. So then here we want to do, in this case, we want to do escrow. And then this is not the pair, so we want false. False. But in this case, we also want to do the accounts. Wait, pair. I did PDA pub key. Just the pub key. There we go. And then we also want to do the system program ID. So that means we have 4 accounts passed through. And then, so lottery program source lib. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the iter, and then 4 accounts. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we have the accounts. So in the case of, so one thing that we have to consider is the execution, what are we doing with the instructions? Or what are our steps? So in the case, so that's here. We want to create new accounts. Actually, so we want to create, and we want to initialize the project. We want to initialize everything. We want to think, wait, write a function to read data from the account and deserialize it into a data structure. So that's just a function. So it's not an action. Write a function to clear the data. That's a function, not an action. Write a function to serialize the data structure and write it to the account. Again, a function, not an action. Oops. So let's do function, no. Enum program actions. And we want initialize with lamb ports. So initialize, so we're going to call initialize, because we want to initialize it with, let's do an enum of PDA account. And the PDA account has, no, we want this to be a struct. And this has bump seed lamb ports U8 and U64. I think derive or serialize or deserialize and debug. And then we want to initialize with accounts. I want to do, can I do PDA account? What if I did back? I don't know how to do this. What if I just did escrow and accounts? Okay, that's totally all right. Cool. Getting there. And then the other one is going to be draw. And it's really not going to have anything. It's just the action. Draw. Okay. So let's yank that. And let's come over here. I don't need this. Okay, so then we want to do contract source lib because we want to match the instruction. Okay, match instruction. No, match program actions deserialize mutable reference of instruction data and all of it. So now in the case of okay, let's see, instruction. So in the case, so we want action in this case. And then we also want to do the error state. Okay, and then message deserialization error. Return. Something wrong. I think. Okay. Message that return error. Program. Go. Okay, wait. All right. This delimiter might not be closed properly. Not in. For some reason, like something's blowing up around here. Syntax expected a fat arrow. Expected result. Program error. So if it's okay, then you pass in act. Then it's gonna pass in the data, and then you can use that if you need it. Expected result. Program error. Found that. Okay. Syntax error expected as it matches this, but This delimiter might not be closed properly. This closes. Oh, look at that. There we go. Found the problem. Man, syntax errors suck sometimes. Okay, so now that we have that, let's come up here. This is where we care about it. Surround this statement. Oh. There we go. Oh, okay. All right, so now when we're successful, we're going to pull out the payer, the escrow, and the accounts. And then, okay. No, this isn't right. Match instruction to instruction data. So it's going to return an instruction data. So this is going to return a program action. So, okay. We're returning the deserialized data with it. We're getting the action of deserialization. We're getting the result of the program action that we need. So then we can therefore match against the type of data that is the program action. I hope you followed that because that was a rough one. So the next thing we need to do, let's see, deserialization worked. So next we need to match action. And then we want to do program actions initialize with escrow and account. Okay, we also want to do program actions draw. There we go. So in this case, I'm just gonna yoink all of this. So let's try to a payer key escrow key lamb ports, but we want escrow dot lamb ports. Escrow escrow dot bump. Vault is escrow. I don't. No. We're overriding things and scopes. Okay. All right, I gotta stop. I'm tired. It's been an hour. We will pick this up next time, and we'll just keep going. Like, we've actually made really good progress. We know the type of accounts. We know how to send them. The next thing is we've just got to make this work so it creates the PDA accounts properly. Then we need to figure out when we send it. I want to try to hook into the receive events for the program, and it kind of, maybe we can, and then it outputs. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're getting really close. I mean, we're getting closer. I think we're gonna make more good progress next week. There was a few learnings to do, but we're getting there. So anyway,